Lumi shines with a spark so bright, chasing dreams through the endless night. With a heart full of wonder and a mind so free, she's here to share her world, come and see. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. From the stars to the sea, there's so much to find. A journey awaits with every step of the mind. Creativity flowing, she's ready to explore. Every moment's a chance to open a door. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear. Story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. Let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today, of course, is my show at 3 o'clock Eastern Time every Sunday, and we are going to hopefully have a good one today. But you know as well as I do that sometimes stuff comes up that just totally messes up the entire schedule for everyone. First of all, we don't really need to have this captions on the screen. I don't think they work for me. They work for Michelle's channel, not my channel. I don't know if they work. Let me just see if they show up when I'm typing something here. That'd be nice if it did, but probably doesn't. No, it doesn't. And so, yes, it does. Oh, great. I forgot. I wasn't sure. So we did change my profile picture and the channel. We are opening the panel of VOC is open, but I want to be upfront. I agreed very much what Carmen said last night at the end, on point 100%. Dawn also contacted me and Michelle afterwards and said that Carmen was 100% correct about what was going on. And it's just Michelle sometimes can't tell real drama from fake drama and gets very upset and bent out of shape. And that's the truth, and it's sad. It's just that Michelle's not used to that kind of thing. So good afternoon, everything else. Also, speaking of not ready for this kind of thing, we got an X-class flare coming towards Earth right now. That is got some solar scientists worried about the sun's hyperactivity. As we all know, starting as our own October of last year, the sun has been acting a little bit ornery and hyper and doing CMEs and flares, and a couple came close to Earth. Some actually did come into Earth. We see the magnetic result of the northern lights on Earth and the southern lights in the southern hemisphere, because of the solar activity. So there's always a possibility that one day the show won't be here because the infrastructure that our modern world depends on may not be operating. However, that's not today. Today we are here, and today we are live. And let's say hello to everybody. Hammer Nail said, "Good afternoon, Lumi. Your hair looks nice. Thank you. We don't have the ears on right now. Michelle's giving her earlobes a break. What it is the ears. They pinched the top of her real elephant type ears. She has little tiny points in her real ears, and they're mushed into those ears, and they get sore. And the glue seems to be having a kind of a reaction after a while, and she gets ear sweat. And it's just messy, and so she takes them off and she washes them out once a week. But I said, just leave them off, because when I put my wig on, there ain't no way we can get the wig to set right with the ears on. This synthetic wig is terrible, because the thing is, these is not like real hair. This is machine generated wig, and it's just awful. And we were talking about getting a real hair piece, but they're kind of expensive, and it's just not. Or maybe you find another brand of wig that maybe has a different type of material on it. It protects us from most, yes, but not everything. Some of the stuff that can come in is the magnetosphere reacts with the sun. And what happens is that it's like an elastic band. So if it's strong enough, it blows back, and then when it returns to normal, it snaps back and induces an electromagnetic charge and electrical wiring, especially long line wiring, which can overwhelm circuits that it's connected to, particularly alternating current. Transformers are not designed to deal with a huge DC magnetic pulse that will be generated by this. As we saw in Canada around, I think, 2003, when they had a major power failure because of going across Canada's transmission lines because of the same thing. A large CME came in and hit our magnetosphere, and the magnetosphere sent back a huge pulse back to the power lines on Earth. Now, direct current circuits, of course, could be affected just as well, because something that's rated for a certain voltage range can be knocked flat on its butt. That's just a fact of the way it works. I don't know about that. Anyone else? I don't think so yet. That's a good question, though, because what's the warning system for this? Because I know the utility companies certainly do get alerts as soon as they get them from SOHO. And it's confirmed that indeed it is Earth-facing. There was certain gravity, no pun intended. They are allergic power companies to what's going on. But I don't know if regular residents normally get the same information in such a timely manner. You usually have less than 3 hours to fix the problem. Well, Gidgey, listen. It's got to be better than last night's. Trust me, it can't be any worse. The last night's show was just too much for everybody to deal with. There was so much. I mean, even the poor cat was stressed out. And Rusty was trying to comfort Michelle, and me, and Carmen was really, really on a roll. She was mad as heck, and Carmen was upset. She normally doesn't explode on camera like that. So she just had enough of this, and I don't particularly blame her, especially that when one person told Michelle to go kill herself. That was just too much for Carmen to bear, and I don't blame Carmen for getting mad at that person. we can change the subject. Michelle's not one here right now. I am here, but just on the side. Yeah, like a side salad. Or no, precisely no salad. Yeah, okay, I'll go there. All right. Anyway, yeah, we can talk about other things, obviously. First of all, let me. What's the weather gonna be like outside? Let's see. I see it's wet, so it's raining. It's raining, and it definitely wasn't warm out there. I actually was let the cat outside this morning, and I went out there for a little while. It was just cold and clammy, and I'm sure Rusty probably rather be in the house. He is sleeping on the couch right now. He is on the couch. Let's get the Rusty cam up and show you what I'm talking about. Oh. I know. Sorry, my measurement's a mess. The studio, anyway. Ah. See the speed bump over there on the couch? There's Rusty. Sleeping over there. As long as we don't start screaming, he probably won't have to feel like he has to come over and act like a comfort. And that's something that's really kind of embarrassing for everybody. Yeah. The person that told her that, you can look it up at the end of Michelle's show. It's deleted from the actual chat, but it's on the screen like it is on this one. So you can go back on Michelle's channel from the last night's show, and you'll see it. The show is 6 hours long, so it is near the end of a 6-hour show. Like, the cat's not done well with the weight problem. Oh, trust me, we know. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me show you. Michelle, may I? You can, but I'm not going to show the whole thing in the end. I'm just going to play the very end of the video from last night. So, oh wait, I got to do it on this screen. This week you're in the other chat. Yeah, okay. So let's pull this up so you guys can see the very end of what we're talking about. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play Carmen's section of the video. So let's go to your channel. Let's go to your live dashboard. Let's go to content. Let's go to live. Go to live here. Pull last night video. Michelle didn't even dare monetize it. She just said, no, I'm not monetizing it. So, click on this here. Okay, let me get this keyed up here. Okay. And so I'll show you the screen. I'm not going to show you the whole video. There's no way I'm going to sit through 6 hours of content. 6 hours of absolute agony. For Michelle, definitely. There you go. So let's fast forward through to the last 20 minutes. Okay, so about 6:46. That sounds like a good start. So let's play that part, and then you can see what was being said. Okay, so here's what it says. The two side of it that gets frustrating. Yeah, it does get frustrating. Make sure volume is a maximum, so I'm gonna try. Last week is not this week. Last week was the blood moon. Last week was just crazy overall. This is Michelle talking here. And I'm trying to understand what's going on. Sometimes I don't know if I'm really meant for YouTube, because I've been doing YouTube originally when I started out just doing videos, and I was doing, well, I wasn't bringing in a lot of views, but I didn't have all this drama stuff either. It was just I would do a video, I'd do demo, research the topic, put it together, and then we would go ahead and discuss it. And then we would do like maybe 1 or 2 a week, sometimes 3, and that would be it. And then me and Lumi would spend the rest of the time doing their own things. And then when we started doing live streams, the stream started. We've been seeing time compression. We've been seeing our days. It seem like they're getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. That means you're getting older, older, older. And I think there's a certain speed of day that'll be when the Grim Reaper takes you. Yeah, we don't know when that's going to be. So I don't know when that's going to be. So I'm just trying to do a good show. I don't know who you are, but you're not telling me nothing I don't know. Look at the sidetrack, guys. This is what it's shown. This week sucks. Last week
So
sucks.
can you
please set the maximum resolution? Absolutely. Let's see, where's that? In here. If you have a time, please look up people with Asperger's autistic spectrum and how they deal with things like this. They don't do well. They can only do so much masking before they basically start to peel off like old paint off a building. And then when you see the actual old wood underneath, you realize. How do you know Brian K. Michelle doesn't have multiple tops and dresses and stuff that look the same? Kind of like when you eat. She does have a lot of the clothing that looks very similar to each other. Your teeth. It's the same thing. All I read. Of all the people that talked tonight, I didn't talk much. Here's Carmen. Go ahead. Viewpoint. Michelle, you're a very, 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 very special person. But unfortunately, not too many people know what to do with people like you. A lot of the world today, they expect you to be tough. But you're such a kindred spirit and such a good person that you have always been there helping people in need every day of your life. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You have never been a person that sits there and goes, tough. Go you fuck yourself. I don't care. You've never been like that. You've always been the person that offers help to everybody. Even when it's not needed. You're there. And you want to be there because it's part of your Virgo nature. You want to be the person that can help people, make people's lives happy. But like you also said, when people start doing things, then you don't understand what you're doing, what's going on. You get confused, you get lost. That's partially because of your Asperger's, but it's not entirely.
Your asparagus.
I love you because you're genuine.
I'm sorry, Carmen. I'm reading the captions.
I know you want
your asparagus.
To have
I like
happy
that.
lives all the day. Not just on your show, but you want people when the show is over to realize that there's a comfortable place where they can go and talk about stuff. And that is what makes you special. When I originally came to serve you as a spiritual advocate, my original goal was simple. My instructions were to help Michelle get back on her feet so she could dance. So that she and Lumi could feel like they still had something to do with their lives instead of feeling like she would be an invalid. I did not expect that I would be more wrapped up in this than I was. But after seeing Michelle and Michelle's genuine nature, I explained to Mother God, I said, I don't just think it's just a matter of her knee. There's more to Michelle than this meets the eyes that I find alluring and lovely and genuine and kind. And she's been hurt by so many people who tell her she will Just never wait,
Oh,
Red.
anything.
We'll explain all
But
after this is done. This is a short part of it. Clearly, the kneecap to her was like a death sentence. I don't want to see Michelle suffer. I want to see Michelle thrive. But like she said with the little dog example, she's been kicked so many times and she's afraid every time she comes out. Instead of
by the way, Parasol, Michelle emailed you. She could not find the original message that you said you mailed her about the video. So she said to you that she was sorry she couldn't find the message and asked you if you could tell her what the message was or when the video was, just the video date. In the video title, and she would just hide the video if you want that done.
She puts a lot of work in the show as best she knows how. Look at it. She does a show Monday through Saturday every morning. She's been doing night shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday with Silver Moon Radio. She on Lumi does a show, only one show, on Sunday at 3 o'clock. Now, that doesn't tell you something about dedication to her audience. I don't know what does. Why don't you go fuck yourself, buddy? I don't know who the hell you are. I don't either. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. He's a disaster. He doesn't know anything about who you are. Just time him out. I'll time him out for 24 hours. Get out of my face. You don't respect it. You don't respect nothing Michelle does. To you, all she is a fat fuck in a chair, and you don't know anything about the person. You're a bastito, and you are the most aggressive, most annoying pisser I have ever seen in my life, and I'm not going to be honest and lie about that. You, people who sit there and think the show is all for fun, don't realize that there are people who do the show and put their heart and their soul into it every day. Okay, that's enough. Whoever that guy was that was telling Michelle that she should kill herself is really not at all appropriate for Michelle. That's why I showed you that. I wanted Carmen deeply express what she was saying and just get out of her system. And for those of you who missed part of the show, like Parasolo, Michelle pointed out to you that she sent you an email apologizing that she did not find the original video or email that you asked about. And she asked you if you could tell her the video. Again, so she could at least remove it from public view. And so she sent you an email just last night, and she's still waiting for a response. If you could tell her what the video was, so she can remove it, that's what she said that she wants to do. She wants to fix it. So if you could be a dear and give us the information of the video so we know where it is, time stamp, date stamping. And we don't need that, but just tell us the video title, because we all know that there's a lot of stuff that goes on YouTube that sometimes one video may have more than 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 infractions. So let's get the panel up in them. It's VOC. Voice their comments. And let's see if we can talk about something nice for approximately 1.5 hours. This is too much to you, huh? You haven't seen what it's like for us. But anyway, the point is, my channel would be better on my channel because my channel isn't really that many subs anyway. We don't even get super chats, super stickers over here, or super thanks. This channel is kind of like where I can basically express my views, and I do. And I'd like to talk to you guys on panel. Those of you that have the link VOC, Hammer and Nails, you don't, but I would gladly send you one if you want to come up and speak in your behalf. Or of course, you can type in chat too. We will certainly read your chats as well. I don't know what you mean by NASCAR. You mean like constantly trying to improve it, basically running and trying to compete against the race, basically get my car all smashed up because it keeps running into the wall? I'm sorry, Michelle. It seems like I'm always the
What in the fuck is going on, Michelle?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. What is going on with you?
Nothing. This is from last night. We had a night show, and it kind of got into a discussion on the crazy drama stuff that keeps coming up, and how Noodles is, was treating Michelle, how other people
How was Noodles treating Michelle?
Well, he kind of distanced himself from her because of Red. And Michelle really...
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, well, it was actually also because Bubbles also was thrown out because he was acting like an arrogant asswipe. And that's how it also started with Doodles, too, because Doodles wanted to bring Bubbles in to try to liven up the channel, which did work until Bubbles, I guess, decided to get under the influence of the sauce and started saying some bad stuff. Yeah. I changed the picture to a little more first of all, that is a new picture. We just shot that today. Yeah, we shot that about 15 minutes ago. Oh, about 25 actually. 25 minutes ago.
Like, do you have a single original idea left in your head?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Because we've been through so much, Brian, in the last few years that it's kind of hard to find out what people really want to talk about, because some shows just don't interest other people are interested in some, and some are not interested in others. And on my channel, we're a little bit more loose, so we can get a little more loose on my channel. But even so, I don't want to see my channel.
I mean, not really. I remember a week ago you said you were going to do phone calls on the Sunday stuff, and then you came up with a litany of excuses why you couldn't.
First of all, right now, as far as phone calls go, even on my channel, I don't know if I want to deal with them either. Because the phone calls...
that's what
Brian,
I mean.
Shut up a minute. Okay, first of all, there was a lot of damage that was done by some of those people, and Michelle actually
we've already heard it.
Never
if you want
totally
me to
recovered
leave, just
from
ask
that
me to
damage.
leave,
Michelle never totally recovered from the damage, and I don't particularly blame her. You actually have to remember that you were dealing with a person with Asperger's, and they do not forget
Nobody's
things.
talking about that. Nobody's talking. You said you do it loose, and then I gave you an example of how you don't really, just kind of more of the same recycled shit.
Can I see you? You're not on panel yet, so are you losing a passion for the channel? No, this channel has always been kind of a low key one. But the thing I'm trying to get at is that I only do this channel once a week, so this one's not as much of an issue as the other channel is. But the thing is Michelle is beginning to feel like she's underappreciated by some people that think she's just.
Why would anyone appreciate this? You've lost the passion.
Well, what about you, Brian K? What exactly have you been looking for? You want Michelle to make everybody laugh and squirm in their seats, but you don't realize that...
Yeah, I want it to be like a proper talk show where you have a topic and people call in and talk about it like you used to. Now, it's like you start up these panels and they just kind of become like
since you're sitting on panel right now, what is it you want to talk about? You haven't even said anything other than Michelle's channel sucks and
What's going on with you? You're saying that someone said to take your life because they told you to delete YouTube and all this other stuff. You're kind of overreacting.
Well, I think they were kind of overreacting too, if you ask me. The fact is, why would you say that to somebody?
Because the passion's gone. Maybe they were a long-time viewer with another account. I don't know. Well, it could be Toy Talker for all I know.
Michelle started originally doing videos on her channel. She didn't even do live streams. It's when she started doing live streams that her whole life went up fucking upside down. You got to remember that. Ever since Coffee with Lumi and Michelle back in 2015, Michelle's channel has always struggled with the live streams. So many ways. Sometimes she has great shows, and some days they're just total disasters. She, in many cases, was doing better with the videos. One,
Can I tell you do this pattern of always
doing. Two,
Michelle, why do you always do this pattern of looking to the past on why today and right now is so messed up? You always will constantly say like why you can't do something because of something you've been through or something that why can't you just move on?
Oh. Just leave your real face on Gitchy. No one can see you anyway. It's just me and Brian, which I never seen his real face except on one of his videos.
Oh, no, I'll leave my camera on for you, Michelle.
Okay.
I look like I'm crying. I'm not. I'm over at a friend's house, and they just gave me a hit off a joint. So, hey, God, I'll be right back. I got to blow my nose. Okay. I'm not crying. I'm just having an allergy. We'll call it an allergy attack since I live in Texas, okay? All right.
Right, we haven't had time to do verticals because we've been running around trying to do a lot of pro landscapes, trying to get the channel's video repertoire up. Not so much the live streams, the verticals, but trying to get the actual content up that originally made Michelle's channel better. Was originally when she was doing unboxing videos and demos. That was what originally she was doing in spirituality.
When were you doing unboxing videos and demos?
Oh my God. Think about it. Go all the way back from 2011 to 2016. And also when she was doing...
Do you see what I mean? Like, you always go like to the past. Why?
Because the past is only have information to compare the present to. After all, you can't compare the present to the future because the future hasn't been written yet. That's true.
But is the future so bright that you have to wear shades?
Why is the lady crying? What does that mean?
I'm not crying.
I think most people will come across her if she does more verticals. Yes, they do. But the last time Michelle did a vertical, she didn't get very many people watching it.
Okay.
Why is that?
Are we ready?
What did you do on that vertical that would draw people in?
Well, I don't know.
That's a Texas rooster.
So, Gitchy, what do you think about what Carmen said last night? And I think it was important.
I do think it's important. I'm concerned about a lot of other things. I'm concerned about. I feel like this isn't the same place, maybe that it was a year ago. And I understand everything is evolving and everything's changing, right? I get that. But my question is,
the whole world is changing, unfortunately.
Are keeping up with it as a channel when we lose someone like Parasolo and Gotti, who I really enjoyed. And look.
Yeah, is that over the whole doxing?
The show reached out to
Yeah.
Parasolo. She contacted him and she explained to him nicely that she could not find his original message. She said if he could please tell her what video it was so that she could at least remove it.
Let me explain it to you again so you will understand. This happened a while ago. And he messaged you and nothing happened. It took a month, but the comments were deleted.
But we can't find the video in the archives. We've looked. It's not in the archives. We did not delete it because it was from a viewer. That was not spam, and she didn't delete it.
She didn't delete it. She just went back and deleted the comments that were made.
No, she didn't delete the conversation. It should have been in her archive. It's not in the archive. She explained it to Parasolo in the message. She said to him nicely, I can't find the original conversation.
You sound like you should be working for the United States government, Michelle, honestly, just the way you respond to things.
Yeah, listen to me, Michelle, real quick.
Yeah,
okay?
no shit. Yeah.
So, a couple of months ago, you did a video, okay? And Parasolo's address was typed in the chat for someone. And he messaged you right after the stream and said, please remove that or delete the stream. Nothing happened. Waited. He messaged you again and again and again. Nothing happened. He messaged Tiger Kitty. And finally, after 4 weeks of messaging you, Tiger Kitty went into the VOD, found it, and deleted the comment that had his address. So the doxing has been taken care of. The problem he had was that it took a month and someone else to do it. That was where his problem was.
Yeah, she's lazy. She just doesn't she can't be bothered. She's so busy, remember? She's so busy. That's what I'll get frustrated in.
Brian, if you ever if you ever see all the stuff Michelle is constantly pinning up on the internet, you'd be surprised. She does get a lot of videos and puts them in her Discord news section.
Right, but I mean, this is a long time. This is like your investor, and you kind of.
This is a top 3. Parasolo is a top. Parasolo and his wife are.
I mean, even if it was whoever, you should, respect their wishes. But yeah, that's.
God, look at that. Oh. I'm gonna dye my hair.
I don't know, Michelle. I think you got to get off your duff. You got to quit being such a, stick in the mud.
Well, I hate to say it, but I think things need to get changed up. There's a reason that a lot of us haven't been up on panels. We're trying to let you grow. And when it's the same old bags up here every day, people get tired of it. So we were hoping.
Which we agree, we're trying to change things up.
And you refuse to change, so that's why comment is I agree with them. Delete your channel, stop streaming, move on.
But they didn't say kill yourself, did they?
No,
they did say that in the very end. Shall I fast forward to the very end?
And they said you should end it all, meaning all your channels, because you were talking about we got Michelle's channel on Lumi and.
Oh, it's still rude to say that to anybody.
Oh, it was horrible. No, I'm not saying it wasn't. But he didn't say KYS. That wasn't. Come on. You think any of us would have left that? We would have been all over that. I'm going to leave it when people tell you that, hey, maybe you could put in some more effort. Maybe you could have things to talk about. Maybe you could not be dependent on waiting for.
Bring back the public access show that you used to be.
Bring back
you
the phones.
10K subs. Do a vertical public access show.
You think that work should be? You think work should be that you have to do stuff that you want to do? That's what you think work is. Do you think that is that way for me? Do you think that I just do stuff I want to at my job? Anyone for that matter?
Yeah, no, I'm getting ready to work, and I don't want to
do at work.
Yeah, I'd much rather sit and watch videos.
I don't really care that you don't like the phone calls, Michelle. Your audience clearly does. You need to get over it and get it done. It's your job.
Michelle has explained over and over again her concerns with the phone calls.
You just don't get it. You just
she doesn't have to rehash it again because she's already made it clear that
you don't understand what I'm saying. Everyone understands what Michelle said.
Because they were
you don't understand what I said.
They were taking advantage of her inability to hear the calls, and she really felt that.
Her main talent on YouTube. I mean, literally, you're throwing away your main talent on YouTube, and that's what your public access show was. That was your original idea. Yeah. That was your talent.
Right.
You're throwing it away for nothing. All those years that you worked for. So, I mean, make a choice. Are you
I
done
like to laugh
with the
again too, but excuse me. If I have to listen to people saying nasty words like N-word over and over again, and that is not what Michelle wanted. Okay,
Michelle, if you look. Okay, if you look at any call-in show, it doesn't matter what call-in show it is, Michelle. They all get N-word callers all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who it is. Everybody has their own N-word.
Yeah, you just need to get over it. You're an adult.
Every show.
I mean, it's just a word. We're worried about a word. Why are we giving this word?
Michelle's got a lot of friends in the Afro-American community, and she doesn't like that word being used in the way it's being used. Okay,
fucking redundant. This is ridiculous.
Grow up. It's a word.
Michelle?
Grow up.
I heard another intersex person was upset because you used the word hermaphrodite.
Yeah. Well, that's because we respect the term as it originally was intended. That's why.
But you're saying that you don't like the N-word used.
Well, in the Afro-American community, it's actually almost a sense of almost like an honorific. But when a white person says it, it's actually a form of an insult.
She's going to be such a fucking asshole forever.
So you're going to assume the identity of the person calling in. You're going to assume their race. When they call in and you can't see them, you're going to assume they're not black if they say the N-word?
Well, I don't know what's the best way to do it because, like I said, Michelle had suffered a lot of harm at other things besides the N-word.
Yeah, you haven't suffered any harm. You're a fucking crybaby.
No, it's not crybaby. I think it's just the reality that there was a lot of damage that was done.
What damage realistically was done?
Oh,
tell me, where on your body did the bad words hurt you?
Guys, everybody just understand one thing. Michelle has considered it, but Michelle can sometimes separate fake drama from the real drama, and that causes all kinds of real problems. I don't blame Michelle when she says she doesn't want to deal with the phone because it gives her anxiety issues, and it does.
What does this have to do with phone calls and your public access show?
Actually, it has a lot to do with
nothing. Absolutely not.
You're just using it as an excuse. You're using the drama as an excuse to not do phone calls now. It's like you're taking every avenue possible to not do the work that you used to do.
Red, she doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it.
I mean, I could sit back and watch the older shows, the call-ins all day long, but shows like this one here, for example, there's times where I just leave and I don't even say goodbye. And I just go off and do what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
Same. Yeah, it's gone from something that I look forward to something that just is,
There's not much to really say about Finland right now, that they're trying to get into NATO and that they're very prosperous and successful in the northern areas, the Nordic areas, such as Scandinavia. Even though Finland is not Scandinavia, it's actually has a lot in common. More, the language is more like that of Hungarian. Most people didn't know that. It's not much of a tour, but it's just a little bit of background. Kamppi is like a suburb of Helsinki. It's I guess it's kind of like, you could say, kind of like one of the boroughs, like in New York City. But anyway, I'm trying to listen to our viewers, sketchy, but you know. We've been through this for the whole month of March. Has been up in crazy town. I don't know. I know the whole world's been going crazy. It's affecting us in a very deeper level, and it's not just us. It's like Michelle has said many times before. We're very size sensitive, and we're picking up a lot of concerns from other people that are resonating against us like a beat frequency, and we're picking that up. And Michelle wants to be there to help people grow their channel and help them feel comfortable at the same time. But our days have been getting faster and faster and faster, and we're not getting as much done as we used to, and we're trying to catch up with everything, and we're falling behind, and that's really hurting everybody. How you doing? How you doing? T1000. Well, right now I can do it on my channel at least. Michelle doesn't want to do it on her channel because she doesn't want to lose her monetization. My channel, I don't really care about it as much because I'll never be monetized. I don't have a social security number. I can't get a bank account. So, but maybe if there was a way we could find a way to make that happen. I don't know how that would be done. No, neither. But and then of course, we're concerned about a local friend that hasn't been on the show in a long time, and Michelle and Krista used to hang out together, and they used to have a good time, and that is because of something going on with Krista's life that has come to an end. And then of course, unlike last March, it's been very chilly outside with some warm days, but Michelle wants to do more outside than inside. And she wants to meet more people in person. And she hasn't no idea how to do that. Sometimes people will say hi to her cumbies and she says hi to them, but they don't sit down and have a soda with her or anything like that or talk with her. And so yeah, is Michelle really feeling like YouTube is he's outgrowing YouTube in one sense? Yes, because I think Michelle wants to do more than just do YouTube videos. I mean, live streams. Videos are fine because they're short. And even then, there are some days when Michelle just says, "Nah, I'm not doing a video today. Screw it." And I don't blame her because there's just times when she just wants to quietly close the door, turn the sign to closed, and just just vegetate and just do her own thing, and she doesn't have the time to do that all the time. People still look forward to a show. Well, like one person said, is when you look at it, you're paying. I mean, the money she gets, she does put back into the channel, and she did upgrade the power supplies so that the power will stay running, and the internet's better now. Look, we're streaming in 1080p, people. Okay, so she did use the money to upgrade the channel, and that's a good thing. But the sad truth is that right now she doesn't know where she wants to go right now. She's feeling like if we're not getting anything done, that's what she feels like. We're not getting anything done on or off camera. And I can't explain it better than that. It just feels kind of odd to have Michelle tell me is, and Carmen kind of would agree with me, is we need to do more, but we're like, how? It's like we're not even getting our own personal stuff done. Never mind the show stuff. And then it seems like the days are getting faster and faster and faster. Like when Michelle got up yesterday, okay, as an example, at 8 in the morning, the next thing you know, it's 3 in the afternoon. And she comes back from after going to Cumbies and getting a ham and Swiss sandwich and a soda and 2 cupcakes, and then donuts, and then she came home. She plopped down on the bed for a little while, took a short nap, woke up. It was next thing it was 5 o'clock. I had to start making dinner, and then next thing you know, it's 6:30, and then she has to start the show up, and then we did the show until about 2 in the morning. And then we finally went back to sleep about 4, actually more like 6, yeah. And then we ended up getting ready for my show after Michelle took a bath. I took a bath, and Carmen joined us in the bath to talk. And then I got ready for my show after I ate some breakfast. About 2:30, we're sitting here, started getting ready to start the show, and I decided to take a better picture of myself because I wanted to change my picture, my thumbnail, because the picture with the short hair bob wig looked awful, and it did, and I don't like that wig. I don't know where it went, but if I had it, I still would have thrown it out. Anyway, it was just too short for me. But that's the reason why we feel like we're being pressed for time, and we know, we hear your complaints, but you guys are complaining about the same things that we deep down have our concerns with. Well, we've expressed that over and over again, that we don't know what's going on with all the things, what happened with the Parasolo thing, for example. I have reached out to Parasolo. Michelle reached out to Parasolo. We said to him that we would take care of the video if he would let us know what the video was so that we can find it, because we couldn't find the conversation. We couldn't find the conversation in the Gmail. We looked it up. We couldn't find it. And what if the other email that we sent it to is not Parasolo's email? Well, we looked in other terms and we didn't find it. And we looked. You just need to take it and listen. People don't want to watch you talk about what you won't do. So let's talk about the things we have been doing. We have coming up an interview between Michelle, PDX Paranormal, and Sarah's Musical Life on Friday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time. panel link is going to be the same one of VOC, so that we can actually have other people can join us and talk about what we're going to be sharing. And it's not about how Michelle feels like she's being treated like garbage. That's not the topic of that video. It is about spirituality. It's about ascension. It's about what does it mean. That's what it's about. Also, yeah, we're gonna talking about some everyday stuff too, like how do you do and all that. But that's the main topic of the video on 2 o'clock on next Friday, and we're looking forward to that. PDX is looking forward to that. Everybody's looking forward to that. We don't know what Sarah's musical life, if she's ready to go on or not, but we're working on that now, okay? And Chris Bliss is coming in the last week of April. We're going to be having some fun with Chris Bliss. That's going to be good. But right now, until then, we have to find other things to do with our time slots. Well, you know what? I don't think it's really a matter of being stubborn. It's a matter of concern. But you know what? I got one question. And Carmen and I talked about this with Michelle in the bathroom. And she said, why, of all the 10,000 plus subs Michelle has, how come none of them is a therapist? And I said, well, even if he was a therapist, he or she, unless she's licensed to deal with people from Connecticut, can't come on and give psych advice to people from Connecticut. If they live in California, they have a different licensing system. Michelle could get involved with companies like BetterHelp, which might be better than nothing. They got to be paid by cash, and I don't know how much they cost. See, that's something we've discussed before in this channel, that psychotherapy is not covered on Michelle's Anthem insurance plan. For some reason, it's not covered. And not all therapists that do take it are available right now. And Michelle really needs that therapy. She really needs to go back to therapy. She's been saying that forever and ever and ever. If Michelle is going to ever overcome her speed bumps, she's going to need help on a lot of levels. Not just the physical, but emotional. Brian, we're trying to change it. Right now we got 17 people watching. Their engagements at 12 minutes and 35 seconds. So somebody is obviously finding this topic interesting. But we're tired of it too. So it's not just you. I mean, I remember it was just us doing the videos. It was shorter. We had a topic. We brought it up. The YouTube is just taking so much of a damn day. And that's no joke. It has. It used to be like a 30-minute video, and then we'd edit it up and clean it up and then get it ready to go out. And that's what we used to do. And that was fine. But then back then, Frontier was good enough for that. It just took a long time to upload the videos. But now it's like completely different timing in so many ways. First of all, the world is going down the shitter. Okay, there is so much insecurity right now in the world. It's not even funny. That is resonating against everybody here. Go ahead, Gizzy.
Hey. Okay, what about
what's the world concerned about?
So, do you understand what I want to make sure that you understand what we're saying, because I think you're taking it as an attack, and nobody is trying to attack you here. Nobody wants to attack you. But I'm starting my own channel, and I've been working on my channel. So I have my channel, I have to work, I have, other things in life. And I have you, my BFF, that I love hanging out with. But what scares me is if I'm not on panel, or Tiger's not on panel, or Red's not on panel, what do you get upset and you get depressed. Jem just said it perfectly. You have all these things that you link in Discord. I thought the whole reason behind you having all these channels and linking all of this stuff was to talk about it on your show, so you had like a way to reference it. But you never talk about, I mean, Jim and I just said this, you never talk
Actually,
about
sometimes we do. We did start this morning talking about the latest X-Class flare that just erupted at the time, was about 35, 40 minutes ago. That was at the beginning of the show, so it's a little more now. But it's coming towards Earth, and scientists that study the sun are concerned that there's more of these solar X-Class flares coming. And these are the highest power.
No, you don't have to go back into it. Oh, please, God, don't go back into it. It's definitely, you educated us very well yesterday on it, and then poor Brian didn't know and engaged again today, and we're still feeling the ramifications of that. But remember last night when we talked to you and we talked about how people love to watch you eat and do things like that?
At the same time, you're the one that reminds us, as does Carmen, that Michelle needs to watch her weight. So
she does, but
how are you supposed to watch your weight and still eat? What do you want to do, binge and purge? Do you want to start an erratic pattern of binge and purge? Because that's exactly what would happen to be done.
That's not what I'm asking. Listen to me. What I'm saying is you're going to eat no matter what, right? You eat on a daily basis, correct?
Yeah, I eat on a daily basis like everybody else does.
Okay, so why wouldn't you? Hey, beautiful Tina, you're looking hot today. I love that cap on you. So why wouldn't you just film whatever you're eating? If it's just a grinder, it's just a grinder. It's no big deal, but people love it. Why wouldn't you just film it? I'm not saying to go mukbang it up and eat 9 scoops of ice cream again. I'm saying your normal intake, normal daily intake.
Yeah.
People would enjoy that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying to go, kill yourself by eating or become the next foodie beauty. That's not what I want to see you do. But if you're already eating a meal, today when I eat, I'll go live and I'll share it and we'll see. People aren't going to enjoy watching me eat because I'm a very boring eater because I have very good table manners. I was raised that way. You weren't. So your table manners aren't the same as mine. You're fun to watch eat because you give 2 shits. Like, I am so scared to sit down with you because I'm afraid you're going to stab me when we're eating dinner together.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But seriously, it's fun to watch you eat. And I just want to help you, but I don't want you to think that I am upset or mad at you. I'm not. Noodles is not. Nobody is upset or mad at you. I just may not be able to be up on panel as much as I would like to. And that's okay because you can do other things without a panel. I feel like you've gotten really used to having a panel and depending on them to kind of lead the show.
I do like the panels because they help the show. Michelle likes them for the same reason, where the panels can help encourage other thoughts. And now we're not the only YouTubers who use panels.
No. Of course not. And panels are fine. But nothing says you have to have a 6-hour panel. You are the boss of how long you are live. If you don't want to be live for that long, don't be live for that long.
It's up to you.
But you're the one making AdSense and things off of your videos, so the longer they are, the better.
Go figure this one. I haven't said anything and the cat's already come over here.
All right. So I am going to enjoy watching the show for the next week. And I think a few of us are going to take time off the panel and let you grow and really explore what you want to do. Because I think you will enjoy that and you'll be able to sprout your wings. That's what you need to do, Michelle. You need to decide what you want and you need to go for it and do it.
If you want me off the panel, I won't come on the panel anymore.
Don't Tina. I don't think she's saying that at all.
I said for a week.
No. Look, Tina, I'm just very loud and I take over when I'm up here, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna do my own channel. There's no sense in me running Michelle's channel. That's not fair to her and it's not fair to me.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's all I'm saying is I don't want to be a daily. I'd rather it be, oh, Gidget's here, yay, or oh God, Gidget's here, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I understand.
all right,
that.
y'all. I'm not listening from down here. Love y'all.
Love you. But yeah, I'll stay on panel.
Well, I appreciate you want to be on the panel, and Tina, I'm sorry that you were blocked on the show's channel. We took care of that.
You is Sam Parent, a writer first. If you're a fan of the Jack Benny program, you can thank Sam Parent, who wrote some 255 episodes.
I lost my remote.
1950 to 1965.
So anyway, how's George doing? Any better?
Well, I can understand him a little bit better.
That's good.
But some words I can't understand, but other words I can understand.
Yeah, I know it's hard. Henry Nail says, LOL. Well, I mean, I think Michelle and I don't know what to do anymore.
What do you want to do with your channel?
Well, Michelle originally wanted to do a channel before she started live streaming. She was doing spirituality talks. She was discussing technology, where science is going, what's going on in the world in the news, and that's what she originally was doing. And she kind of originally wanted the shows to be covering some of that, even with the live panels or with the live phone calls, because she was hoping that people would be willing to discuss the topics at hand. But then when she started doing that, it's when her channel took a nosedive, because it doesn't even follow the original channel theme. It got lost in all the noise, and then when the people started calling her awful words and talking about awful stuff, the show just shut down. She just never recovered.
That's what they do on YouTube. They're mean. Some people are severely mean. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying a lot.
I know there's some good people out there. Michelle knows that too. But the thing is how do you separate the good ones and the bad ones on the phone call? I mean, there's no really way of knowing directly who's calling. And then you got your hearing loss on top of that. And you're trying to understand the phone calls. And some of them are talking with it, sometimes on purpose, sometimes not. I'm talking about the ones that are doing on purpose particularly. The ones that deliberately change their voice in such a way that it's almost unintelligible. And you're struggling to understand them. And you're misunderstanding everything that they're saying. And quietly, some people are laughing in the background. Oh, haha, she didn't realize that he told her to go fuck herself.
Yeah.
Well, then the truth is that when you go back to look at the closed captions and they're no help, and you're like, you're totally lost. And that's so debilitating. And the hearing loss is what really set Michelle back. Because the hearing is progressive and it's not going to improve. And she just is afraid of misunderstandings. She doesn't want misunderstandings.
Well, you have a hearing aid, don't you?
I do, but it doesn't work with the phones.
Oh.
And they don't work with these headphones either, because it doesn't have the T coils don't work anymore. So, So we gotta get new hearing aids. We can get new hearing aids, but the problem is, the nearest audiologist is in of decent respect is in Farmington, Connecticut, and Krista and Michelle went there, and Michelle was referred to him, and he was like, "Okay, well, I can get you new hearing aids, sure, but the problem is how much is the fitting gonna cost? How much is your insurance gonna pay?" Michelle does not have Cadillac insurance. I mean, she's got something a little bit better than the bronze plan.
Yeah.
So to pay the co-pays that she does have to pay for the visits, she needs to use money that she gets from YouTube, which helps offset her daily living expenses. And also, she wanted to put something towards the channel because people were saying, "Well, you're using our money for your personal stuff. That's not fair." Now, like one person said, Phoenix number 5 says, is you don't have to tell them that. All you have to do is tell them is, I'm using the money you give me to make the content better, to make the content performance better, which will be actually accurate. That's what we did spend money on this month. And it's already starting some controversy.
Well, they have, like at Walmart, they have hearing aids.
Yeah, they do. They do.
But have you seen them before? Because it's not prescription, but they have them where you can put them in your ear and you can adjust them and everything.
Yeah.
Have you seen them before?
I've seen pictures of them. They're designed for moderate hearing loss. They're not designed for significant hearing loss, though. That's where you need to go see an audiologist to get, or otologist to get the professionally made ones, the prescription ones, for significant hearing loss. And the problem is that even with the hearing aids, as I said, they're not a perfect thing for everything.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Gold Girl. How you doing? Want to come up on panel? It's open.
Hi, Gold Girl.
Brad, same for you. It's VOC. VOC.
Hi, Gold Girl.
Come on up, guys. And so, yeah, we did know that Apple just came out with the new AirPod 2s, which are also hearing aids. The only problem is those get internal lithium-ion batteries in them.
Yeah.
Which means we've already seen a couple times with AirPods with malfunctioning batteries that they have caught fire. And so Michelle is rightfully concerned about having something that can catch fire right near her ears. And so...
You'll hear it. If it caught fire, you'll hear it.
Oh, if it caught fire, Michelle would feel it. Trust me.
You'll also hear it. But yeah, you will feel it.
Okay.
Because
she said that Comedy Flu was wearing the same kind of wig.
What?
Well, it's a very common style, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a joke. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I don't think Ray was trying to make a joke.
Oh, okay.
And now, I know Comedy Flu and Golden Girl. What time of the month was it you wanted to come? Was it the month of late April? Because I know that's when Chris Bliss is coming too. I'm trying to figure out when you guys are coming.
Yeah, when's everybody coming to your house?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. He says he wants to spend about a week in Torrington, depending on his work schedule. And which is kind of cool. I understand that. I get that, Golden Girl. I get that. So, that's your dog?
Yeah.
Okay. The dog is looking at the wall.
I know. I don't know why she likes looking at the wall. Don't ask me.
Maybe he sees something you don't say.
That's what I was thinking, because she's constantly looking at the wall.
Yeah.
Or barking at it. Come here.
So let me ask you, what did you think of last night's show? We did have some fun things in there, but
Yeah, I liked it.
I think
Did
the
you
show.
like it? Did you like it?
The beginning was okay, but then they started getting into the really ugly stuff, and then even Carmen Miranda got mad as hell.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah. She called a commoner a bastito. A bastard.
Yeah, she got mad. No, didn't she?
Yeah. So the thing is that, we were looking to see if there was any messages from people in the Discord. I didn't see any of Michelle's, and I don't see any of mine that are actually DMs. Parasolo never got back to Michelle.
He didn't.
But then Michelle asked a very valid question: Is that the right email for Parasolo?
Well, is there any way to find out and get a hold of it?
Brad said, I was talking to Comedy on the phone while doing dishes, and my brother started talking all crazy. HUD, LOL.
Comedy is talking crazy. That's normal
Yeah.
for him. That's normal for him.
But my original content
But
didn't morph into the new live stream format in 2015. It just didn't transition into live streams because it just didn't work that way. The demos and the stuff required a lot more preparation and pre-scripting, and it just didn't work out that way. That's the reason why we ended up just doing the live streams, but that means that everything else suffered because it just came more like, what you think about such and such, and then it would be like, well, where's the demos? Where's the product reviews? Where's the stuff that we originally were interested in?
yeah, exactly. Do you want to go back to that?
Yeah. Well, he could certainly at least get back to my email I sent him. Yeah, he should get back to the email. He really should. I mean, come on. Parasolo can get back to the email. He really needs to get back to Michelle. However, like I asked Michelle, is that a current email? I don't know. Okay, we don't know that. That's a great question. Because if it's not the current email,
you're going to have to get the current email.
Right. We're going to have to find out who has the current email. I can ask PDX if she can talk to him and tell her, explain to her why I need to. Actually, I can send her the extra raw text of the messages to her to talk to Parasolo about it and say, Michelle thinks she may have the wrong email for you, and she wants to make sure that you do understand that she can't find the original dialogue, and that she would want to let you know that she did want to try to clear up the mess, but she can't find the original message.
Yeah.
It's only worse. He's talking about what was said on the phone conversations.
Okay, Michelle, I'm going to do this one more time today. Okay? I need to work. Michelle?
Go ahead.
Okay, you're listening to me, correct? 100%. Tina, make sure you're muted. I don't want any distractions. Chat, I'm going to respectfully ask you not to type for just a minute because I've explained this to her twice today up here and once in writing. So I'm going to say this, Michelle. Are you listening?
I'm listening to you.
Okay. Para Solo emailed you months ago, several months, and told you his address was doxed 4 times in chat. You did nothing. It took him.
I didn't get the email.
Okay.
That's what Michelle just said.
Listen. You did because you shared it with Tiger Kitty. I already know the backstory on all of this, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
All right. So listen to me. You did get it. It was a while ago. You weren't sure. You forgot about it. No big deal. Whatever. It happened. But it kept happening. And it took him 30 days when he finally got a hold of Tiger Kitty. He reached out to Tiger Kitty to get those removed. Tiger Kitty then went back on the VOD that he supplied the date of, and she deleted his docs. So it has been taken care of, but the point was Parasolo was frustrated because it took so long and you didn't seem to care. You threw it back at him. Oh, well, if you're doxxed, you have to tell me exactly when. That was upsetting to him. He also has bought you several things you've never touched or opened. I do understand where Parasolo is coming from, and he is 100% in the right. He was wronged by you on your channel.
Well, I apologize for...
okay, but you can't say that he needs to respond to your email. He came back into chat today. He said, I am officially done. He is not going to respond to your email, Michelle. He's not going to come back to your channel. He is done. Mr. and Mrs. Solo are done on this channel. They feel that they've been taken advantage of and ignored, and a lot of people feel that way. You can't ignore this and put it back on Parasolo. It's not his fault. The blame lies in your court, unfortunately, with this. You've apologized. That's all you can do. But with everything, I think they made the decision to move on. My advice would be to make sure that never happens again.
I don't know how we're going to stop it from never happening again because the person that originally doxed him in the first place wasn't even a regular here. They just came in out of the blue and started...
You're telling me with all the blue wrenches you have in your chat, you can't prevent someone's address?
That's a great question. The person that doxed him wasn't even a blue wrench. Why didn't
Michelle,
he? Where were my mods? Where were they?
You're trying to pass the blame. The blame falls on you. It happened. He asked you to fix it.
I've been told many times, don't bother look at the chats, focus on the panels, talk to the people on the panel because they're actually telling you, let us mods deal with it.
I needed you
wait a minute. If the mods are supposed to deal with it, because I'm not supposed to look at the goddamn chat and the side chat, then how in the heck, just type it out.
I'm not here enough to mod people. I don't want to mod. I hate fucking wrenches. You know the only person I know that loves a fucking wrench is fucking Mojo Dojo. That girl's got to have a wrench everywhere she is. You know me? I hate fucking wrenches. I hate it because it means I can't pay attention to chat and have fun. I have to work. I don't like it. I don't want them. I can't stand them. I'm not working for free for any motherfucker. Well, except you, apparently. But it's ridiculous to try and put it on your mods that a viewer reached out to you in a private email and said, hey, I was doxxed. Please take care of it. And you didn't. You have to accept accountability for that. You have to understand that this is your channel ultimately. Yes, you have mods. Yes, you have other people, but you have to take accountability, Michelle. He is not coming back. This has happened with, I have watched so many good people. Michelle, you can't keep losing all these good people. He was one of your top.
Yeah, this has got to stop, Michelle. You've got to quit being a fucking bitch. Period.
And I've explained this 3 times to her today. She doesn't know.
I know. She's just being an asshole. She's just being an asshole. There's no way around it.
It's so frustrating. I'm trying to look. I unfortunately don't have liquid income. I have to work for my money. I'm trying to clean my friend's apartment to earn some money. So I'm going to get back to that. I'm going to be listening, Michelle, but you got to understand, you can't push people. You can't afford, without growing your channel, to push people away like this. Not good people like them. They were good, and there have been many others.
I get that.
Okay. All right, Brian, please.
I get that.
I'm going to listen to them
but
here.
Let's just start with what. Okay. First of all,
quit trying to pass the blame off onto something else. Why do you do that?
Because originally
you get mad at others, you try and pass the blame off. It's always someone else or something else's excuse.
I'm not giving excuses. I'm saying, never mind, Brian. I don't have any more to say either. Michelle doesn't either, and
I don't think you had anything to say to start with, to be honest.
I don't know. Tina, what do you think about all this crazy stuff coming up all the time? And it does come up a lot.
Yeah, it comes up a lot. It's your channel.
I'm trying to do the right thing. Michelle's trying to do the right thing. This is my channel. It's not Michelle's, but I have to listen to Michelle whine about it in the morning every day.
Okay.
And
what do you say? What do you say to Michelle?
Well, I explained to Michelle is that we got to find the content that really brings people back to the channel that they like, and so we've been trying a couple different things, and it's just, I mean, the gaming's kind of working, kinda.
Do you want to grow your channel?
No, I do want to grow the channel, but I feel that the channel is kind of taking a wrong turn in Albuquerque, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's not your fault. Isn't that right, Michelle? It's not your fault.
It's not necessarily Michelle's fault. It's not necessarily anybody's fault. It's just that Michelle went with the trend, but the trend didn't work right for her. It just didn't.
No, you tried to take the easiest way out. You tried to take the most enjoyable way for you out. You tried to be a lazy fucking shit like you always are. That's the bottom line, Michelle. There's no one else to blame but yourself.
Well, Michelle had intentions, as she said, but she went the path that was the one that everybody else was using, and doing live streams and panels
and everything else like that. That's ridiculous. Who's in control of Michelle? Is it you or is it everyone else? Oh, it's you. Okay.
You listen to some of these people, they saying is that we, the audience, controls the show. If you listen to some of them, they do say that.
They do. Yeah, they should. Your market dictates what you do. If you don't listen to your market, you're not going to succeed, period.
Do you ever ask them what they want? What they want?
They know what they want. They want the phone calls. The Michelle explained why to you, Tina, why Michelle doesn't do well with the phone calls.
She can't be bothered. She's a real piece of work.
Why can't you do the phone calls?
Because I told you that I have problems with the hearing people clearly sometimes, and that results in all kinds of confusion and
No, don't listen to her. She's lying to you on that. We already worked that out. Google the Google G Meets right here. We'll do captions. You're a liar, Michelle. You should apologize, but you're not. We're moving on.
Guys, I don't know if we're gonna be. Michelle's having a silver moon tonight, and I don't know what she's doing.
Why bother? Why bother, Michelle? Yeah, nobody watches that. Nobody wants that, but Michelle wants that, and by God, she's gonna make it a priority.
Anyway, this is really uncomfortable for everybody. Everybody. I don't care who you are. I think it's time to get ready to wrap up.
I think that you're gonna squirm away like you always do, aren't you? Aren't you? Is there ever anything redeeming that you're wanting to show people? Because you kind of have showed your ass for a while, it sounds like.
Brian, could you do me a favor and shut up?
Oh, go fuck yourself, Michelle.
Yeah, always talking yourself. So prosaic and so prim and perfect about saying all this and all that. That Michelle and I have tried to explain it to everybody, and you...
No, you've come up with excuse after excuse. You haven't even so much as apologized to Parasolo, so go fuck yourself.
I did apologize to Parasolo. Okay, and I did reach out to him, and everything, like I said, did I send it to the right email? You said you couldn't find the email.
You said you couldn't find the email. You tried to pass the buck off onto him. I couldn't
find the email.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You say, "Oh, I can't find the email."
Last night, right? It was live. We couldn't find the email.
It's always everyone else's problem. Yeah. Oh, you didn't look through the videos. You didn't try to find what he was talking about. You knew what he was talking about. You always want to pass the buck off onto everyone else or everything else, or it's not your problem. It's not your fault you got an F on the test. Well, guess what? You're going to fail the course now.
Well, whatever. All right. So, panel, I'll see you all later, okay?
Go to hell.
I don't know. Tina, I don't know.
I know.
We just want this to end. We just want this bullshit to stop, okay?
Yeah, I understand. You just need to come up and just...
She doesn't want to come back up. I just want to talk to somebody at least. I don't know. We just want to just do something different that brings people together, and that's just not happening.
I understand. You don't need to cry. I understand. I understand. Don't
over
cry.
And over again, we've tried different things. We've tried so many different things on this channel. Michelle tried things. I tried things. We just can't seem to get it going.
It's hard to do a channel. It is.
It is. You're trying to make everybody happy. You spend money on getting better equipment. No, you got to pay for it on your credit card. You're trying to make people happy with new content. You buy new stuff for unboxing, reviews, and then you get stuck with drama stuff, and then the next thing you know, you don't know what's going on because everybody else is talking over everybody else, and you're getting lost in the panel. And then you got people that are hypercritical about everything, and then you're trying to still focus on the show, and your mind is going a million places all at once, and you're trying to, and things are getting lost and mislaid mentally, and you're like, Michelle
Yeah.
can't handle it any more than I can. So really, it's really both of us crying right now. Because we're just so tired of having to go through this every fucking week, every fucking month, every fucking year. We just want to do a good show. We just want to try to bring positive energy to the world. And that's what Michelle wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. But it seems like we can't do anything right. Because everybody keeps saying we keep fucking up and doing the wrong thing. I don't...
You're not doing the wrong thing. You shouldn't cry. Okay? Don't cry.
I have no one locally to talk to. I have nobody comes by my house. Krista hasn't been in here because she's having her own emotional problems she can't deal with. There's no one else that I feel I can talk to in person. I'm sitting by ourselves. We don't have anyone to talk to every day. We'd have just nobody to share our thoughts with that is not involved with YouTube one way or another. And so we feel very isolated. And we're still trying to do our best to put on a happy face. And we do try. But damn it, it's just getting to be time consuming and frustrating. Every morning, Michelle goes up at wakes up at 8 in the morning, gets ready to do her 10 o'clock show, talks for about from 10 to 2 average. And then she goes out to Cumbies for a little bit. And then she comes home and then she tumbles back to bed for another 3 to 4 hours. And then she goes up for a 7 o'clock at night show, and then she's streaming for about 7 to 10 average, and then it's the same day the next day, goes back to sleep at 4 in the morning, wakes up at 8 o'clock over and over again, and it's time consuming, it's wearing us down, it's just too much for Michelle and me to do all this together. Even by herself, she's even worse, because she doesn't even have anyone else to talk to but me and Carmen, and that's all she has. And she wants to do more.
Right now, I don't have anybody to talk to. I can't talk to my kids about what's going on. They don't want to hear about their dad. My daughter don't even want to go see her
I can't
dad.
be at the soup kitchen for 2 reasons. Number one, I got a show at 10. Okay. Number 2 is they don't want me to stream there. Okay.
Why?
And there's a third reason, but it's not quite the major one. But Carrie doesn't really like Michelle very much either. So Michelle doesn't really feel welcome there by the staff. So what are you going to do when you got a 10 to 12 show, and that's when they're serving lunch? Michelle
have they actually said anything like, we don't want you there?
They didn't actually say they don't want her there, but they just don't want her to stream there. They said that.
They have said that?
Yes, they have said that.
Okay.
Because people are concerned that people in the back might be walking behind camera and getting their video seen. Some of these people may be not supposed to be on camera or whatever reasons, and they don't want us to be recording there. So they've told us strictly no.
Oh.
So.
Okay. Yeah. I have a question then. You said that you walked to that one place, right? To go eat, right?
Yeah, I go eat, and then like at Cumbies when I get done with the show.
Yeah, Cumbies. You go to Cumbies, right?
Yeah, but how many times do people ever come over to the table talk to us? None.
Well, the thing is, why don't you stream while you're walking there?
Because my camera, unfortunately, doesn't do good when it's getting shaken on the walker. And also, I can't read the chat while I'm walking. My eyes are not that good as they used to be. And I can't read in the bright sun, the screen. So it's just easier just to to do a video, and then I could read the comments the next day when my eyes feel a lot more rested. Because poor eyeballs are getting killed every day reading chat, more chat. This is another thing. And I did go to an eye doctor for that, and I did glasses for the distance. But Michelle's also concerned that she might get a cataract in her left eye, and if she does that, then she'll be totally blind and won't be able to read any chats at all.
You have a cataract?
I have a cataract in my right eye. It totally made my right eye useless.
Okay.
So, except I got a little bit of ability to see a little bit through it, but not by much. I can't see with my glasses. I can't see through it. Even without my glasses, I can't see through it. My right eye. My left eye is my only eye. I have to use my left eye for everything, and it gets so tired.
Well, you have the same insurance I have, right? Anthem?
Anthem, yeah.
Okay.
And I got my glasses from them.
Well, I just went and got fitted for glasses, okay?
Yeah.
And I was allowed to get tinted glasses.
Well, I got the new glasses, but I had to pay for those separately. They were $220. So I paid for those on my credit card.
I don't have to pay for them.
Oh, I did. But you have Medicaid, too. I don't have Medicaid. I have Medicare only. I don't have Medicaid.
You have Medicare. You don't have Medicaid. Why don't you have Medicaid?
Because I make too much money just on Social Security alone to get Medicaid.
Oh.
The only way I can get Medicaid if I spend over $2,000 on upfront costs. Because I'm on a $2,000 to $3,000 spend down.
Okay.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I had it spin down when I first got on there.
I mean, when I go see the oral surgeon June the 16th, I could easily end up spending $3,000-$4,000 out of my own pocket just to pay for my teeth repair. And the problem with that is, then they'll pay the difference. But I mean, I still have to pay the dentist $3,000 in cash. So where am I going to get that?
You have to spend down on them too, right?
I have to pay the spend down. Yeah, the copay. You guys can call it the copay because that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
You pay the first $3,000, then we pay the difference.
Yep. They'll pay, and then you got to pay the rest.
Yeah. And it gets me depressed too. And then we kept trying to get into therapy. We couldn't get into therapy because I can't find any therapists nearby that are taking clients.
Yep.
People even joked about the therapy thing, saying they didn't think it was necessary. I don't think that's the case. I think it is necessary.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And when I go see the new APRN on the 11th, I believe it is, I'm going to ask you again, can you please tell me where and when Community Health is going to get a therapist in here? I need therapy. I have been asking for it for years, since the original guy retired. I need therapy. YouTube is tearing me up inside.
Do they send you a booklet, Medicaid?
They give me a list of providers. The problem is some of them are not exactly in my area.
Okay.
Okay, now I just started taking Uber, but the problem is Uber is not cheap. Now, maybe for medical...
Oh, believe me, I know. But...
Again, this is money that I need.
Yeah, I know. Because it has to come out of your pocket.
Michelle is not actually to the point of tears, but she is almost at tears. I'm the one who's actually ready to cry. It's not Michelle, but Michelle's kind of upset too. Why do you have to look at goddamn tears? Is that what it takes for you guys to know that we really feel horrible? You know,
I know you feel horrible.
I do. And the thing is that these people are sitting there telling me, oh, now I have to see physical tears because we don't believe you.
I know you feel horrible.
I mean, I
can see it.
I mean, just like you, I got things going on in the background too in my own life. That's nothing to do with this channel, okay? Nothing. Michelle's got things going on in her life too that is nothing to do with this channel that she doesn't want to deal with on this channel. Shall I tell you what they are? I sure will. First of all, we don't know what the dentist is going to do. We don't know how much it's going to cost us. We don't know if we're going to be moving. We don't know if the landlord's going to get something's going to happen to his health and he's going to not be able to pay his mortgage. We're going to be thrown out in the street. We don't know what's going on with our long-term financial stability. We don't know anything. And we don't know what's going to go on with the doctor with the teeth because that's going to cost a lot of money. And that's a valid concern because of the copay of up to $3,000.
The Lord did not give us the spirit of worry. Don't worry about everything.
I try to give it to God, but everybody in my channel keeps reminding me that I'm not good enough because I try deferring responsibility.
But you are good enough, Michelle.
Well, still curious on what that one video meant when it said, signs that you are dangerously anointed. I don't like the word dangerously anointed. I think that's kind of scary. It's in the spirituality ascension videos. You can look that up if you want to know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up. It's near. It's like last week's video is signs you are dangerously anointed. That's actually what it's called, and
because God's in you.
Because God.
And I don't care if people don't like me talking about God.
Jesus himself struggled. We know that.
He says, if you deny me on earth, I'll deny you in heaven.
That's true. He did say that. And also remember that St. Peter denied knowing Jesus 3 times.
Yes.
Even though Jesus told him he would do it.
He didn't believe him.
He didn't believe him. And then after the 3rd time, he cried.
Yep.
Because he was right.
Yep.
But in this case, one of the signs of so-called dangerously anointed is that you face hardships all your life. And yet you keep pushing on to try to overcome them. My whole life has had, issues from bad eyesight, bad hearing, broken knees, caps to misunderstandings to hearing losses. And if anything, this channel is what our channels, me and Lumi's channels, are good for is we show that even despite the hardships, we're still trying to do our best. That's something you should be proud of. Is that you are trying to do your best. But sometimes people forget that you have your failures too.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say it's heresy because it's not.
But I
know.
can't read it. Read the text,
The
so
text is too small.
I know.
Let me see if I can make it bigger. Maybe I'll make it bigger for you too. Wait a minute. Let's
Okay.
go about 150%. Is that big enough?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Now I can see it.
That's okay. I just made it bigger by 150% so Tina could see it. She couldn't see it. Hi, Gaming Fairy. How you doing? Want to come up on panel?
Hi, Barry.
It's VOC. I'll try to make it happy. So read Jim's message. He said, Michelle, I challenge you to go to Soup Kitchen and Lynch to go to live at 3 p.m. All the same people go to all the shows the same day and night. I know they do.
All of them do?
It's up to Gaming Fair if she wants to come up. It's open, just come in, the door's unlocked. Metaphorically speaking. You don't even have to be invited up, just come in, BOC. So
Yeah, when you bring, when you have the words really small, I can't see them. But when you do it like this, I can see them.
yeah, I know, because you're reading it on your phone.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with Parasolo except relay the message I originally sent to him just last night to PDX so she can forward it to him. Okay, that's all I can do. I already told you, Homeless Jim, what's going on with the soup kitchen. Who is this person?
Who is it?
I don't know. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why.
I don't know who he is either. It keeps saying die, 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 die.
I know he was in here.
Oh. I don't know who he was. I don't know who that was.
There's no victim card to throw at that troll except to say that I don't know why you would say such a horrible thing to anybody.
I know. Don't wish death on anybody. No one.
You guys are there and then. Well, it does bother Michelle and me, but the problem is, every time we read a comment, everybody say we're censoring people. We can't win with these people.
No, you can't.
Get out of here. Okay?
Did you block them?
Show's just about over anyway.
Or time out?
30 minutes, yeah. I don't even have anyone to really talk to anymore off camera. Everybody.
Did you block them or time out?
Yeah, I know you explained to me. Gizzy, I get it. Okay, Gary. No, he stormed out because of what happened. I'm going to have to send a message that I sent to his email to PDX so she can send it to him, because obviously I don't even got my apology. Yeah, I know. There's none of there's a lot of cats like Rusty on Main Street. And I don't know. Gaming Theory, Tiger Kitty did take care of it, but the problem is he told me, he said, well, you should have done it 30 days ago. And I had forgotten all about it. I told him that. I said I had forgotten all about it. And then when I go back to find the video in question, I couldn't find it. It was deleted or something, or it didn't get saved. So I told him in an email, I said, I can't find the original video. And he didn't even get it, the message in the mail. I don't know if he got it or if it went to the wrong email address or what. What am I supposed to do now? If you can reach out to Parasolo and ask him, DM him and ask him, what is your email? Michelle did send an email to you, an email that she had, but apparently you didn't get it. I'll talk to Gaming Fairy about this afterwards. This is something that I gotta talk to person about offline. This is really not meant for this show. Michelle, my shows are getting screwed over by all this bullshit. I'm tired of it. She's tired of it. If I don't have his right email, how can I make sure he got the message I sent him? I don't know. Anyway, Tina, do you want to say anything about this before we wrap it up? Because we might as well.
She's trying, guys. She is trying.
Yeah, some of it has to do with John Camello and Noodles, I think, somewhere in the system. It's all mixed up. But it's not just that. The whole month of March, and Tina can certainly attest to this, even in her own life, has been a really unpleasant month for a lot of people.
Yeah, it has.
And I just need a break. Yeah, this is depressing. So, Tina, I will talk to you or maybe in Gaming Theory in a private DM or something about this later.
Okay.
For now, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. So,
right.
Thank you for being on a panel and talking to me a little bit, though. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. All right. Just pray to God. I hope that things will get better someday. All right, guys. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, everybody.
Lumi shines with a spark so bright, chasing dreams through the endless night. With a heart full of wonder and a mind so free, she's here to share her world, come and see. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channels here, let the magic flow. From the stars to the sea, there's so much to find. A journey awaits with every step of the mind. Creativity flowing, she's ready to explore. Every moment's a chance to open a door. It's Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay close and near. Lumi's here to light up the way, crystal clear. Lumi's time, the story's hers to tell. Through the highs and lows, she does it so well. Come along, take the ride, feel the glow. Lumi's channel's here, let the magic flow. Let the magic flow. The adventure's just begun, so stay